centre of the city.
On your marks, get set, ready.
Welcome back to the Kate and Jake YouTube channel, the ultimate foodie YouTube channel. Today, we're in York. We're doing 48 hours in York, new series. Eating and drinking like a local. And we're staying with the localists of locals. The most local locals. So local. Officially, they have lived here for a whole week. Literally moved in a week ago. We're relying like the hot spots. We're relying on them for the highest of recommendations. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. We'll show you where we go for eats, drinks, and sights. Yeah. And yeah, stay tuned. Right guys, we're at Robinson's. We've come here for brunch. We're all absolutely fucking like starving out of our brains. It's been arguments had, not gonna lie. We went inside, dogs weren't allowed. So we had to come outside. It was just me and Kate on our pod, and then these guys came and joined us. I went for the croque madame, which was basically 5 tiers of melted cheese, some a bit crispy on the outside, fried egg on top, unbelievable. Jeff. Kate went for the Mexican eggs. What were the Mexican eggs? It was like jammy peppers with like tomatoes, 2 poached eggs, and like crispy tortillas. And it was so good. I tried some, it was unbelievable. Yeah. And basically everything we had was incredible. Hash browns were unbelievable. This is the remnants. Highly recommend. Probably one of the best brunches I've had. I have been wanting to come to this place for years. We're talking like 5 years plus I've wanted to try this. So basically, quite small. Roast dinner in a Yorkshire pudding wrap, toasted, applesauce, all the works, gravy. I'm not sure that was worth the wait. Do you know what, you're a meat eater. No, she's not. It needs more salt. More salt? It needs more salt. Overrated? Overrated. Cheers. Tell us about the bar then, Anna. So, as a local, an extreme local, I walk this bridge quite a lot, and as John knows, I've wanted to go in here every single day, and finally we get to go in together. It's to be, my understanding, a turret for the Vikings, so you can imagine like lots of battles went on from here, and I think they've kept it quite traditional, so we'll see. Can I try some of again? Yeah, get some chili. Go here. Yeah. Spicy margarita. Really good. My mouth's on fire. I'll try yours. Right. Don't spill it. That was funny if she spilled it as well. Don't do it for me. Just a bloke. Just a bloke drinking his bloke drink. Come on then, Anna. Take like a real heavy bit of chilli. That hurt. Okay, so Jake and Kate have just rated Meltons, where we've just eaten on their Michelin star kind of meal list thing. Best ever meals. And they've rated Melton as number 27. Shout out to Harvey, he's the most fantastic ever waiter. He was honestly brilliant, he was so attentive, he was fab. They're taking the picture on my hand action, but you know what, he was so good. Give a shot? Huh? Give a shot? Yep. morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, guys. feeling a little delicate.
Last night got a little bit...
Got a little out of hand.
You wouldn't say, did we say out of hand? I don't know.
I mean, if you've seen the clips of the karaoke, then maybe.
We overlay the karaoke, actually. That's how our night ended.
Yeah, it was so good though. We had such a good night.
Yeah, once we went for the wine pairing, things were always going to escalate.
It's cool, I get, I'm yours.
We did add in baby Guinness, an espresso martini. We'd had a couple of glasses of wine before we went.
Yeah.
I'd had a couple of beers before we went. So we were relatively loose.
Yeah.
We then went back to the wine bar.
Had another bottle, tequila shots.
Terrible idea for you. Shocking decision.
Why do you do that once you've already had a drink? Like, why do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from for you. I never think tequila's a good idea. Never a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, been a tiny bit ropey today.
Yeah, we're just getting Doggo out now. Oh, here he is.
Plan for the rest of the day. We're going
Pastries.
for pastries. We're going to a place called Flori.
Yeah.
Which we've heard very good things about. Hoping for a nice flaky pastry.
Yeah.
And
then we're having a roast. John is cooking up a storm. We've heard he is king of the roast. So
he's got an apron saying king of the roast. So
we've got very high expectations.
High expectations on the back of that.
And then we've got a long drive back to Edinburgh.
4.5 hour drive back.
We're home. Thank the Lord. Home, comfies on, hair mask in. I'm going to feel like a new woman tomorrow, I'm telling you.
So,
we didn't even tell you about Meltons, did we?
No, so we went the restaurant we went to last night, Meltons. We didn't know a huge amount about. We left that in their hands. We'd done our research. It came up in the vast majority of the recommended guides. It's a really good meal. So,
like, genuinely. There was a lamb dish. I'm not a huge lamb person, and it's probably the nicest lamb dish I've ever had.
Whenever I edit these videos, I have to like go through and like, you're never sequential. It's always like, I'll just pick the middle course to start talking about. It's never like, I've got all this footage and it's like, you know, ideally we go through from like, as we entered it was lovely, and then the first snacks we had, and Kate's just like, the main course was fantastic. So, yeah, the lamb was banging. It was a really good course. We did the wine pairing, I think we said that earlier. The snacks to start were really good. The beetroot macaron was really good.
That little meaty ball, or the breads were really good. There was like a treacle bread and then like
saffron
that came
two
with
different
like
butters.
Carrot. Was it carrot butter?
Pass. That was good. The breads were good. The scallop was really good.
Probably my course that I was like, I could have taken or leaving it. I think that was like quite a light course.
There's a bit of caviar on it. Usually that's our highlights.
On that. There was like a cucumber consomme.
You can usually buy Kate over with anything as long as it's got caviar on it, but no, wasn't her favourite. The cauliflower was good.
It was good.
It came with the bread.
Yeah. The lamb. You got extra bread with the lamb, which I think was my favourite lamb dish. I love bread.
Yeah. It was a milk roll, wasn't it?
It was very good.
That was a good time.
Good to dippy dip in the
sauce. The dessert was banging.
It was very good dessert.
Even though Anna threw her espresso martini all over John's. It was about half eaten. We were getting a little bit more loose by the end of the meal.
Am I zoomed in on me?
No, you're fine.
That's perfect. That's great. And then the
the petit fours. We got like a little cardamom bun and then like a cheese fudge.
Unbelievable.
So good.
Both fantastic.
And also just like such a lovely surprise.
Yeah. Really good.
You only think you're done, and then it's like there's more. And you're like, yay!
That was really good.
That was good.
I would say, in terms of bringing it back to overall, I would say it's the biggest contrast between standard of food and service I've ever had.
Yeah, so our main waiter was the loveliest guy. Like, we had so much chat with him, so much like shout out, because honestly made us feel so comfortable. The sommelier was polar opposite to that.
Seemed a little bit disinterested and like
brash.
Yeah, like the dessert wine that came. It was like, oh, you've changed the dessert, so it's a different dessert wine from the one that's usually on the wine pair. I don't know anything about it. It was like, but what is it?
That's your job to know what it is.
Well, no, but it's fine if you don't know it, but also just like...
You've just poured it.
Read the bottle.
Yeah.
Like at bare minimum. Anyway, so that was that. As I say, it was a really top meal on the food side.
Yeah. Would rate it. Would recommend.
Highly recommend Meltons in York. It was really good value as well.
Yeah.
And then we woke up this morning, we got our pastries from Flori.
Yeah. We went for pain au chocolat and a chocolate almond croissant.
Yeah.
They were good. I'd say they were almost a little bit overbaked. Like they just kind of disintegrated into nothing. Like I like a well-baked, like you'll have seen the 12 triangles almond croissant that we had in the last video. Was it the last video or the video before?
First video.
If you've not watched it, go watch it.
First video.
Which like I love the crunch and then like the softness inside. But
it was all crunch.
It was all crunch.
Almost all crunch.
Yeah, and I think Jake got the better hand of the deal on both.
Right,
They split
context.
them in the middle.
They filled down the middle specifically.
On one side.
No, straight down the middle. So the chocolate bits were like, if this was the pastry, they filled both bits straight down the middle.
Yeah.
So when I cut straight down the middle, inevitably it went very slightly down one side.
Yeah.
And I got the chocolate on the pain au chocolat and the almond croissant. They were actually really good when you got some chocolate in there. And then we had our Sunday roast. John did a great job. King the roast did fantastically.
Name something better than a roast on a Sunday when you're feeling a little bit worse for wear. I'm sure you saw the footage from last night. John is in the kitchen. Absolute legend.
And then we pretty much just got in the car and we've been...
4.5 hour journey home.
Long journey, tired.
That's us.
We'll close off there, I think.
I think that's the end of the video because I think this will end up being a lengthy one.
Yes.
Hopefully you've enjoyed some of our drunken escapades. And yeah, don't forget to like
Make sure you subscribe.
the video. Like the video. It helps.
It really does help. And subscribe to our channel so you do not miss. And you'll have noticed a little bit of a name change as well.
Yeah, Not So Fit Foodies in this video.
That's us.
Did that recently.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Tapping out, guys.
Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.